Ooh, what's good, Commanders fans? I already made the video about them having interest. This quickly escalated into them signing Zach Ertz. So this is first from Tom Pelissero. Peter Schrager reported that they had interest and they were talking with Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz, obviously the connection with Cliff Kingsbury. So this is a Cliff Kingsbury signing for sure. He was with the Cardinals in 2021, 2022. They made the playoffs in 2021. He had 500 receiving yards that season with the Cardinals after he was traded by the Eagles for a 5th-round pick and another player. But this is a solid signing. 1 year for $5 million. We have a lot of money to spend in free agency, so I'm not mad at this deal at all. My last video I was saying, is he an upgrade over Logan Thomas? I kind of think he is. I think he's more of a natural tight end than Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas, he was okay for the last 2 or 3 years. Really 2020 before he got injured, but it's kind of like, I'm not gonna say it's a lateral move, but it's a guy that knows the air raid offense, has familiarity with Cliff, can be a veteran presence on this team. Right now, we just don't have a lot of guys on the roster at all. It's like Cole Turner, John Bates, and Armani Rogers, and that's it. And Curtis Hodges, who's terrible. So, Zach Ertz, I think this is a solid signing. I know he hasn't done much in the last couple of years. Like, he's barely even played. He was just on the Lions, signed with the Lions, like, right before the NFC Championship. They didn't bring him back. He was released by the Cardinals, I want to say in the middle of the season, but he missed the 2022 season. He was injured on November 13th with a torn ACL. He suffered a torn MCL in Week 10 as well. Was carted off the field in the first quarter and November 13th. Had a leg calf strain on August 3rd. He's 33 years old. Pulled his hamstring on September 12th as well. So, like I said, it's a little bit better than a lateral move than Logan Thomas, in my opinion. Making $5 million. Logan Thomas was going to make $8 million. But I think this is a good sign. He's got good hands. The Eagles fans called him No Yak Zach. He's not going to provide any yak or make any guys miss in the phone booth, nothing like that. But he knows the soft spots in the zone to get open for either Jaden Daniels or Drake May to find them open in the middle of the field or side, whatever. Because a young quarterback needs a good tight end that they can rely on and be a security blanket. And I think Zach Ertz can be that for 1 year. All we're asking for is 1 year. And that doesn't mean you don't draft a tight end or sign another tight end. Jonnu Smith is out there. Mike Gesicki, Hunter Henry, Noah Fant. Other tight ends are still available. You can still make a move and sign another tight end or draft another tight end. You have 2 second-round picks. You have 2 third-round picks. So you still have ammunition to attack the tight end position. And this is one of our weaker positions on the roster for sure. Excuse me. That we need to address. But yeah, Zach Ertz, you look at his numbers. He put up big numbers with Philly. We know he used to cook us back in the day with Philly for sure. Three-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champ. You look at the 2021 season when they made the playoffs with the Cardinals. He had 56 catches for 574 yards, 3 touchdowns. Overall, that whole season, he had 763 yards, 406 yards receiving, and 4 touchdowns in 2022. 187 yards and 1 touchdown in 2023. Played 7 games. Played 10 games in 2022. Played all 17 games in 2021. So let's see if he has a little bit in the tank and can just be an upgrade from what we had last year. Like I said, still draft a tight end, still sign another tight end. I love Cole Turner, but we just haven't been able to get anything out of him. I don't know if Eric Bieniemy just had him in the doghouse for no reason. And then John Bates is a blocking tight end. Doesn't provide much ability at all. And I think Zach Ertz is a guy that can move the chains and get a first down, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. You can find Zach Ertz open in the middle of the field to make a play. For sure. Armani Rogers, we'll see what happens, how he comes back from the injury. So I have no problem with signing Zach Ertz at all. I have no problem with this deal at all. I talked about how he was their best receiver on the team with the Cardinals from like week 11 per PFF. In like week 10, he was targeted a bunch of times. Like, he had a really, really good second half of the season when he was traded to the Cardinals. That's my son in the background. But yeah, I think I have nothing against Zach Ertz. Doesn't hurt to bring in Zach Ertz on a 1 year favorable, cheap deal. So it is what it is on that. And is this the first like legitimate free agent signing under Adam Peters? I think this is. I know we brought back some other guys, what's his name, Casimir Allen, but he's not like a legitimate free agent. But he's starting to make some moves now, not placing the franchise tag on Cameron Curl, which was not a surprise. He been said he wasn't going to do that. But yeah, let's see what other moves he makes. His free agency starts about a week from today, where they start negotiating contracts and stuff like that. I believe it starts a week from today, March 13th. So this is a Cliff Kingsbury motivated move here. And Cliff Kingsbury definitely has some pull here. So, and we know that he wants to trade it for Caleb Williams, but it's not realistic. But this is something that shows that Cliff Kingsbury has some input here. Also, this is the stat here. The Cardinals leaned heavily on tight end Zach Ertz in the back half of the 2021 season. He was Arizona's leader in receptions with 56 from Week 7 on, after the Cardinals traded him for the Eagles. He was the leader in receptions with 56 from Week 7 on to the end of the season. So he did some good things, man. He did some good things with the Cardinals. Like I said, that was 2021. It's 3 years ago now. I get it. So my expectations aren't high, but can he come in, get you 40 catches, 500 yards? Can he come in and do that? I think that would be something that's realistic. All right, you guys let me know what you guys think. If you had to give a grade for the signing, I'll probably give it like a B plus. I mean, I think it's a solid signing. I think you're going to see some more guys, maybe from Cliff Kingsbury's tenure. You're going to see some guys that Dan Quinn is going to sign from the Cowboys and whatnot. So you're going to see a lot of that. You're going to see a lot of that coming up, guys. So be prepared. I am getting PTSD, of course, from Ron Rivera signing a bunch of his Panthers guys, but I don't mind this signing at all. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. All right, you guys let me know what you guys think. Tell the Commanders. Peace.